think, well, he's no hermit sitting up here that holler up there painting. Well, that to a degree, that's true. Because I stay by myself, I do paint. I love to. But still, at the same time, I get out whenever I want to. And that's the joy of being single, I guess.
He's down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, back up in the hill near the Evergreen. Stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. Lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good. He never learned to read or write so well, but he could play a banjo like a ring a bell. Go, go! Go, Johnny, go, go!
People tell me I can't paint. They don't know. Nobody knows what they can do. They just have a thought, you know. I can't do that. I don't accept the word can't. That don't work. Is that even in the vocabulary? I don't know. Not mine. But after all, I'm not Einstein either. But still, at the same time, I'm just plain old hillbilly right top mountain, tater-eating feller. That's why I did. I used to paint to get to go to jail, and then do a painting to get out of jail for fines. I own about 25 of them blocks up there in the courthouse right now. I paid for them dearly.
Oh, Johnny be good.
I used to work in the coal mines. I worked 6 years, killed myself. Went to school for it. Ain't that sick? Go to school to kill yourself. I mean, you got to have training for everything now, right? anyway, no. I worked with a group of awful good people. I enjoyed every one of them. The work was hard, but I couldn't handle it. I got sick. That's whenever I had to retire. I didn't want to, but I didn't have a choice. Used to work for the L&N Railroad. I was a bean shuffler there, and cook on a section gang. I also spent 2 months in Uncle Sam's Army as Gomer Pyle, you know. And I was, believe me.
Used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, sat beneath the trees by the railroad track. Engineering seemed sitting in the shade, strumming to the rhythm that the driver made. People passing by would stop and say, "Oh my, how the little country boy can play." Go, go! Go, Johnny, go!
I don't have a big fancy board to mix canvas on. I've got no dinner plate. I mix, the paint. I mix on the canvas with brush most of the time. In one stroke, and wipe out the whole thing. Just one. I've done it before. You have to start again. You never get too old. You're never too young to stop. To my grandbaby, I turn him loose. He'll say, "I want to do your painting, Papa." I said, "Buddy, you do yours and I'll do mine now. I ain't mixing paint for you. You got to mix it yourself." He'll say, "Okay." So, at 5 and 6 years old, you turn a little kid loose. And you do it your way. And I'll do it my way. When you're happy with it, you bring it back to Papa and you say, "Here's painting," then he's satisfied with it. And to me, that's the most important thing, is reach satisfaction with it. And plenty of times I have sat down right in restaurants, and all the time I'm painting. People don't know it. Actually, I am right now, gathering colors, and they don't understand it. I don't. Some people says that it's a blessing. I don't know. I wonder if it's a blessing or a curse or what, because you get wrapped up in it so bad, and I can't control it. I'm willing to tell anybody that, because it's just true. I cannot control it. It controls me. But if you get a vision of what you're doing, then, like I said, at 4 o'clock in the morning, these have happened to me. I've jumped out of bed and started painting. And maybe 5 o'clock, just depends. And sometimes not even go to bed at all. A lot of times, more than I wanted to. But, yeah, inspiration, I guess is the best term for it, that conversation with something that they say, or it could be something that they do, even to a song. You can get inspiration from it. Just depends on what you're looking for, how much effort you put in it. Just as I said, if you only get out of something what you put in it. And if you take it to heart, I mean seriously take it to heart, and try to understand it, then you can't miss. There's no way. Well, I've got a dog laying right there that's got Malamute in it, I think. It's a German Shepherd. But she's loyal and a lot of company. And when I'm outside listening to the night and concentrating on painting, well, she's just important because she sits right beside me, digs her fleas and more or less aggravates, and I enjoy her. And the solitude of the night, I can listen to. The only thing I ever hear is maybe a train going by over across the hill, the railroad tracks, or sometimes a car going up to the mouth of the hollow. And just before a storm, sit outside in cool breeze and take in consideration of what's before me, the challenge that's before me. And that is very important because you take all that in consideration, you get back in and turn the soft music on, and then you're in another world. It's just a gentle world where you, if there's any such thing as relaxation, you start to relax, and then you get carried away with it till the sickness starts.
Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, oh, Johnny, be good.
Me, don't have a one in my house. Won't have a one in my house. I don't need it. If I live through it, that's sufficient for me. That's great. I've achieved something. And that's the most important thing about it. Something everybody says, it's a thing of beauty. Well, Lord, if they saw how sick I got, they wouldn't think it was beautiful, I guarantee you that.
How do you want people to know that you're in so much pain?
Well, quite a few. Times I've been in the hospital weeks at a time. It's something I can't control. You get involved in it so strong that you don't eat 2-3 days at a time, lose weight, gain weight back, and lose blood, nauseated, sick, drink pots of coffee after pots of coffee after pots of coffee, and smoke cigarettes and burned up cigarettes. It's nothing to go through 3 to 4 cartons of cigarettes when you're doing the painting. Maybe a week, less than a week, and that's not good. Doctors don't agree with it. A lot of people would say, how do you sit still that long? Well, you don't sit still that long. You have to take a break. 2 o'clock in the morning, I get outside sitting under a shade tree. Had one of a walnut tree, and the walnut fell in my cup of coffee. Had to move the chair up about 40 foot. Destroyed the last cup of coffee I had. And that made me mad. So I went in the house, made another pot, and painted all night long, plumb into daylight. But I've done that several times. Somebody said, Rabbit, when do you sleep? I say, walking. That's the best answer I can give.
His mama told him someday you will be a man. You will be the leader of a bluegrass band. Many people coming from a miles around. Hear you playing music when the sun goes down. Today your name will be in lights saying, Johnny, be good, let's go tonight. Go, go.
And though you concentrate, you also got to remember to relate to other people also. Or as it did with me, it'll control you till you get to where you just think about pain. It's weakness I had, and I'm hoping to overcome it. But I don't know. I've often wondered what I'd do if I ever went blind. And so the best thing that I can tell you is, hope that I can remember where I put the colors on the old dinner plate, and that way I'll get the painting. Because if I can put the colors on the dinner plate, I'd say that I can put it on canvas, don't you think? But it's a joy to see people happy. That's my most achievement is in doing this stuff, is watching people's reactions when they see a painting, because it makes you feel good inside because they see the beauty in it. I've always heard laughter's the best medicine, and I found that to be the truth. Somebody, just like I did a painting once, a guy come up to me and he said, Rabbit, said, we've been looking at something. We want to know what this is right here beside this road. He said, it looks like a big brown spot. I told him, I said, that's where a car passed and put mud upon the grapevine. He believed I was lying.